This week's story is Listening with My Heart by Gabby Garcia. It's illustrated by Ying Hui Tan. It's a story of kindness and self-compassion. Esperanza's tummy fluttered as she practiced her lines on the porch. Today was the class play. Waiting for Mama to walk with her to school, she paced back and forth when she spotted a heart-shaped rock. Esperanza picked it up and showed it to Mama as soon as she walked out. "I see you found a little treasure," said Mama. She rubbed its rough surface and felt a twinkle of joy. "Maybe it's a sign." "For what?" asked Mama. Esperanza thought about the class play later that afternoon and wondered what it would be like in the spotlight. "To put my heart in everything I do," she answered. At that moment, they heard scratching and a soft cry. Esperanza peeked under the stairs and spotted a kitty shaking and shivering. No Mama in sight. She scooped the kitten onto her lap and cuddled her. "She's all alone. I think she's hungry." Esperanza reached for her lunch bag, pinched off a piece of chicken, and offered it to the kitty, who gobbled it up. "Mama, I think the rock is a reminder to spread kindness and love. That's what we do when we listen with our hearts." "I think you're onto something," said Mama. "Can we keep Cleopatra, please?" asked Esperanza, who'd already named the kitty. "Queens are always welcome at our house," said Mama. "If she's still here after school, we'll take her in." At school, Esperanza was more focused on the play than on math or reading. Clutching her script during recess, she noticed Bao sitting alone on a bench. He was new in school this week and didn't speak English. She wondered if he felt lonely or scared. Esperanza found a soccer ball and kicked it over to him. A smile spread across Bao's face. He stood, popped the ball in the air, then bounced it between his knee and his head a few times. "Dude's got moves," thought Esperanza. What a great thing to do, huh? Making sure that you play with someone that doesn't have anybody to play with. They spent the rest of recess giggling and making up hand signals. So you can speak to someone even if you don't have the same language. You can still communicate, huh? Afterwards, Esperanza borrowed Ms. Owen's English-Vietnamese dictionary. She wrote "friend" in Vietnamese, drew a picture of Bao and her, and placed it on his desk. Esperanza rubbed the rock in her pocket. Listening with her heart made her feel peaceful inside. Finally, it was time for the performance. It was too late for Bao to be in the play, but he stood at Ms. Owen's side as a stagehand. Excitement bubbled as Esperanza awaited her cue. Esperanza walked on stage, tripped as she was about to say her first line, and splattered across the stage. When she got up, Esperanza forgot her lines, so Ms. Owen whispered them to her from backstage. Heat rushed through Esperanza's body as all eyes were glued to her. She wished she could disappear. Has that ever happened to you? It's happened to me before. "I ruined the play," Esperanza thought, rushing off stage as soon as she'd finished her part. "I messed up in front of everyone." She tucked herself in behind some props so no one would see her. Esperanza noticed her body shaking and her face still burning. She took a deep breath and tears streamed down her face. Esperanza dug out the rock in her pocket. It was cracked and lopsided, just how she felt. Esperanza touched her hand to her heart and felt the disappointment. A few minutes later, Bao walked over and handed Esperanza a drawing of her with the word "friend" written above it. Esperanza nodded. She realized she hadn't been treating herself like a friend. Esperanza realized this wasn't the first time she'd been unkind to herself. At the soccer game last weekend, she'd missed the ball that swooshed by her head, and they lost the game. "Nice work," a player from that team yelled as the others laughed. Esperanza thought she had let her team down and was the worst soccer player in the world. Thinking those thoughts had made her feel worse. At the curtain call, Esperanza reminded herself she hadn't ruined the play. She'd had an accident, and accidents happen to everyone. That's true. Listening with her heart wasn't just about spreading kindness and love to others, it was about giving it to herself too. I can be a friend to myself, thought Esperanza. That's an important thing, huh? Especially right now. We need to make sure that we take care of ourselves along with everyone else and that we're kind to ourselves, just like we're kind to others. When Esperanza got home, she decided to do some of her favorite things. She zipped down the hill on her bike, then spent the afternoon painting at the kitchen table. She also got the hug she needed from Mama and some cuddles from Cleocatra. So listening to your heart. Some days stink. Not everything will go the way you want. You'll get upset. When this happens, you can pause, take a few deep breaths, and practice listening to your heart. And I noticed what Esperanza did in the book too, is that she made sure that when she wasn't feeling good, she did some things that would make her feel good, that she enjoyed doing. So when you feel like that, you can name what you're feeling. Whatever you're feeling is okay. Listen to your body, notice how you feel, and pay attention to your self-talk, those words. We're really working on growth mindset here at Two Rivers. So you want to make sure that the words that you're saying to yourself are supportive and understanding, and you're being a friend to yourself. When we treat ourselves with the same kindness and understanding we give someone else, we're practicing self-compassion. So here's how you can be the friend you need. Wrap your arms around yourself and give yourself a gentle hug. Take a few deep breaths and tell yourself, when I feel sadness, may I treat myself like the friend I need. May I show love and kindness to myself. When I feel anger, may I treat myself like the friend I need. May I show love and kindness to myself. And you can think of some feelings that you experience that are difficult for you and fill in the blank in the frame that you see there. So otters, may you show love and kindness to yourself, just like we would if we were here at school all together. Have a great evening, and go otters! Splash.